Be me. Greater than 26. Been dating my girl for over a year. We fight sometimes, but mostly good vibes. Driving into the city one busy afternoon. Sun blasting through windshield traffic already thick. She's scrolling her phone while I start the car. I tell her, throw it in the glove box. Don't want it buzzing the whole damn ride. She pops the glove box open without thinking twice. Then freezes like she saw a ghost inside. I glance over confused. What's wrong with you? She pulls out a pair of lacy panties slowly. Dark color, definitely not hers, definitely not new. My jaw hits the floor in pure shock. What the hell is that doing there? I stammer. Her voice cracks. You tell me right now. She glares, holding them like evidence in court. My hands tighten on the steering wheel instantly. I swear I've never seen those before. She laughs bitter like she doesn't buy it. All right, they just magically appeared, huh? The whole car suddenly feels like a crime scene. Her face turns red as she shouts loud. I'm not stepping foot in this car again. She shoves the panties back into my chest angrily. I try to explain, but every word sounds guilty. Baby, wait. Listen, it's not what you think. She cuts me off. Don't even start excuses. Cars honk behind us, but she doesn't care. Throws the door open and slams it hard shut. Now she's standing on the side of the road, furious. Arms crossed. Eyes locked on me like daggers. I roll down the window begging, please just hear me. She leans in hissing, who the hell is she? I shake my head desperate. It's not like that. Last week I gave my brother's friend a ride. She was drunk after a club. Maybe she left them. My girl laughs through tears. How convenient. I didn't even open the glove box since then. I plead, but I can see she doesn't believe a word. Silence between us heavier than the traffic noise. I rest my head against the steering wheel, frustrated. Truth feels worthless when it sounds like lies. She paces up and down the sidewalk, pissed. Hands shaking while wiping angry tears away. I step out of the car to face her. People passing by already staring like it's a show. Come on. You know me better than this, I beg. She snaps back. Apparently I don't know you at all. My chest feels like it's caving in right there. Please, it was nothing. She's my brother's friend. I did him a favor, that's it, I swear. My girl shakes her head with a sharp laugh. A drunk girl leaves her underwear in your car? Sure. I throw my hands up, frustrated. I get it. I wouldn't believe me either if I were you. She glares like my honesty makes it worse somehow. I try to reach for her hand, but she pulls away. Cars rush past us like the world keeps spinning, while our whole relationship crashes in real time. Silence between us, screaming louder than her yelling. I keep repeating, I didn't do this, but useless. Every word sounds weaker than the look on her face. Then out of nowhere she yanks open the back door. Starts digging between the seats with shaky hands. My stomach drops cause I already know she'll find something. Sure enough, she pulls out a small shiny earring. Holds it up like she just solved the case. Her whole body trembles, but her voice is steady. So, still your brother's friend, huh? She spits. I stand frozen like my soul just left my body. Because there's no way she'll believe coincidence twice. I swear I've never seen that either. I blurt. She shakes her head, bitter smile spreading across her face. You're unbelievable. Really thought I was that dumb. My throat tightens. Words stuck. Can't even defend myself. Her eyes now full of certainty, not just suspicion. Like every doubt turned into solid proof instantly. She slams the earring against my chest with force. Don't talk to me. Just don't, she says coldly. I feel my knees almost give out from the weight. Truth slipping further away no matter what I say. Standing there watching trust die right in front of me. She storms off a few steps down the street. I chase after her like a complete idiot. Please, just give me a chance to explain, I beg. She spins around, eyes blazing like fire. Explain what? Panties and earrings just fall from the sky. Her voice cracks, but anger holds it together. You don't get it. I would never do that, I say. My hands out like I'm surrendering to police. She shakes her head, pressing her palms to her face. I can't even look at you right now. My stomach knots worse than ever before. I blurt out, I'll call my brother right now. She scoffs. Oh yeah, get him to cover for you. I grip my phone anyway, hands trembling bad. She turns away, refusing to even watch me dial. I don't call. I just stand frozen, defeated. Because I know no proof will fix this feeling. Trust once cracked never glues back the same way. Silence drowns us, louder than the traffic around. I feel like I already lost her completely. Minutes drag by with her arms crossed tight. Finally, she whispers low but sharp, I hate this. I whisper back, me too, but I love you. She laughs bitter through tears like it's a cruel joke. Love doesn't hide panties in glove boxes, she snaps. Her words stab harder than any scream could. I sit down on the curb exhausted and broken. Head in my hands, feeling the weight of it all. She stays standing, clutching the earring in her fist. Like proof, she'll never let me forget again. I mutter, I've got no evidence, just the truth. She shakes her head slowly, tears finally spilling. The problem isn't the stuff, it's trust, she says. Each word hits like a hammer on my chest. I stare at the ground, wishing it would swallow me. No way to undo the damage already done. She takes one last look like she's memorizing me, then turns away, walking slow without hesitation. I don't move, don't chase, just watch her go. Knowing silence became louder than my defense. I sit frozen on the curb for a while. Traffic keeps rushing by like life doesn't care. My chest feels hollow like someone ripped it open. I replay every second in my head nonstop, wondering how something so small destroyed everything instantly. She's gone down the block, doesn't even glance back. I pick up the panties she threw at me earlier. They feel like poison in my hands, honestly. I want to burn them, erase them from existence. But deep down I know it wouldn't matter now. Truth without proof is just noise to her ears. My phone buzzes with my brother's text randomly. Thanks again for last week, man. Oh, you won. I stare at it like fate's sick joke. If only she saw this message right now. If only timing didn't hate me so much. I drop the phone back into my pocket, defeated. Because even if I show her later, her mind's already made up completely. Once trust snaps, no receipt can glue it back. Sun dips lower, shadows stretch across the street. I finally stand up, legs heavy like stone. Walk back to the car with slow steps. Slide into the driver's seat, completely drained. Her perfume still lingers on the passenger side. Hits harder than any punch I've ever taken. I grip the steering wheel, but don't start the engine. Staring at the glove box like it's cursed now. Wishing I never told her to use it earlier. Wishing I checked the damn car days ago. I lean back, sighing deep, throat burning bad. For a second I think maybe honesty isn't enough. Truth can't compete with doubt once it takes root. I slam the dashboard with my fist, frustrated. Pain shoots through my hand, but I don't care. Out the corner of my eye I notice something. Tiny shimmer by the back wheel on the ground. I step out, crouch down, and pick it up. It's a woman's hairpin, bent but still intact. My stomach sinks deeper than ever before. Realize even reality itself looks guilty against me. I stare at the hairpin in my hand, stunned. Like the universe itself is setting me up. 3 random things left behind in my car. Panties, earring, and now this bent little pin. Even I wouldn't believe me if roles were flipped. The thought makes my chest twist painfully tight. I want to laugh, cry, and scream all at once. I shove the hairpin into my pocket quickly, like hiding it could hide the truth from reality. But deep down I know hiding won't fix anything. I slump back onto the curb, exhausted beyond words. People walk by giving me strange side looks. I must look like a man who lost everything. Because honestly, that's exactly what I am right now. Every honk of a car feels like mockery. Every gust of wind feels like a reminder. Truth isn't enough when trust already drowned. My mind replays her voice saying, "Who is she?" And no matter how many times I answer, the silence afterwards screams louder than my words. Later that night, I drive home alone slowly. Radio off. Engine hum, the only background noise. Her seat feels empty in more ways than one. Memories of her laugh echo in my head painfully. I pull into my driveway, but don't go inside. Just sit there gripping the wheel in the dark. House lights across the street flicker warm and normal. Meanwhile, my whole world feels cold and broken. I take the hairpin from my pocket again. Roll it between my fingers until it hurts. Wondering how such small things ruined everything we had. Wondering if she's crying right now or just angry. Part of me wants to text her immediately, but another part knows it won't change anything. Because once someone chooses doubt, truth looks like lies. I lean my head back against the seat, sighing. Whisper to myself, I didn't do it. Words vanish into the dark like nobody cares. Truth with no believer is just empty air. Next morning I wake up, barely slept at all. Phone buzzing nonstop with unread messages from friends. None of them from her though, not a single one. Kitchen feels colder without her sitting at the table. I make coffee, but it tastes like cardboard today. Sit staring at the mug, thinking about her face. That look when she held the earring up at me. eyes full of certainty that I was lying, even though I was telling the truth the whole time. Funny how certainty can be built on pure coincidence. I scroll through my brother's number ready to call. But what would that even prove to her anymore? In her mind, the case is already closed. Panties in the glove box, earring in the back seat. No lawyer in the world could get me off this case. I slam my phone down on the counter angry. Because love shouldn't need witnesses to defend it. But here I am begging invisible evidence to appear. Here I am losing her without even cheating once. Truth feels useless without someone willing to trust it. Later that day, she shows up at my place suddenly. I open the door, heart racing out of control. She's holding the panties and the earring tight, like she carried them here as weapons against me. Her eyes are puffy like she's been crying all night. For a second, I almost believe she'll forgive me. But then she says, I can't do this anymore. My throat dries up instantly like desert sand. I start to explain, but she cuts me off. It's not the stuff, it's the trust, she says sharply. Her words land harder than any slap ever could. I want to grab her hand and beg again. But I can see in her face it's too late. She places the things on my counter quietly, like dropping the final nail into our coffin. I loved you, but I can't believe you, she whispers. My chest aches like it's splitting wide open. I nod weakly cause nothing I say matters anymore. She turns around, walking out slow and steady. Door clicks shut, leaving silence heavier than stone. I stand there staring at the door she just closed. Room feels smaller, like walls closing in on me. My hands shake as I pick up the evidence. Panties, earring, both cold reminders of her absence. I drop them back on the counter disgusted. Sit on the couch, burying my face in my hands. Her words echo, it's not the stuff, it's trust. That sentence slices deeper every time I replay it. I never cheated, but now I'm guilty anyway. Guilty of not proving innocence in the right moment. My phone buzzes with my brother calling randomly. I answer quick, voice rough. Hey man, quick question. That girl I drove home last week, did she lose something? He laughs. Yeah, she was a mess, dude. Kept dropping her purse, spilling stuff everywhere in the car. She texted me later asking if I found her things. I freeze silent, gripping the phone harder. Proof finally shows up too damn late for me. My brother's words mean nothing without her here. Truth feels cruel when it comes after the ending. That night, I walk outside just to clear my head. Streetlights flicker as I sit down on the curb. Hands stuffed deep in my pockets, gripping the hairpin. I pull it out, staring at it under the light. Tiny object carrying the weight of a wrecked love. I squeeze it in my fist until it digs in. Pain in my palm matches the ache in my chest. I whisper to no one, this isn't fair. Neighbors walk by with their dogs, not even noticing me. Their world normal, while mine crumbles quietly. I think about running to her place right now, showing her proof from my brother and the hairpin. But then I remember her eyes when she left. They weren't angry anymore, just empty and done. How do you rebuild something that already collapsed? Silence stretches in the night, colder than the air. I toss the hairpin into the gutter, frustrated. Watch it disappear like everything else I lost. Sit there alone, realizing truth doesn't always save you. Sometimes it just shows up too late to matter. Days pass, and the apartment feels emptier, each one. Her toothbrush still sits by the sink untouched. Closet still has one of her jackets hanging lonely. I keep waiting for a text that never comes through. Silence from her phone, louder than any argument. I scroll our old pictures late at night, endlessly. Smiles that now feel like lies frozen in time. I wonder if she's already moved on completely. Wonder if she tells her friends I cheated on her. My stomach twists at the thought of being that guy. The guilty one in a story that isn't even true. I want to scream at the world for proof. Want to plaster my innocence on every damn billboard. But none of it matters if she won't believe it. Truth untrusted is just another useless story. So I sit in the dark, replaying her voice. I loved you, but I can't believe you. Each word digs deeper, like it's tattooed on my ribs. I grab a pillow and press it over my face, trying to block out the memory, but it stays. A week later, I run into her downtown unexpectedly. She's with a friend, laughing, but freezes when she sees me. Her smile fades instantly, replaced by that same cold wall. I raise a hand, half wave, half desperate signal. She doesn't wave back, just stares like a stranger. My chest tightens like all the air disappeared instantly. Her friend whispers something and pulls her along fast. I stand rooted on the sidewalk like a fool, watching the girl I loved walk away again, realizing there's no second chance waiting for me. I want to chase, but my legs won't move. Because chasing someone who already left is pointless. I lean against a building, breathing hard, dizzy, thinking how unfair it is to lose like this. To lose not from mistakes, but from coincidences. From damn objects left behind by someone else. Panties, earring, hairpin. 3 ghosts haunting me daily. I whisper to myself, I told the truth. But the city noise swallows my words whole. Just like she did when she turned her back. Another night, I sit in my car alone thinking. Glove box still feels cursed every time I glance at it. I imagine her opening it again, that first moment. The shock on her face carved into my brain forever. Funny how 1 second can rewrite an entire love story. I tap the steering wheel wishing I could rewind time. Wishing I checked the car before she ever did. But life doesn't hand out do-overs for mistakes like this. I pull the earring from my drawer, still kept it. Hold it under the light, like some cruel reminder. Proof of innocence if she'd only believed me once. But proof means nothing when trust already collapsed. I toss it back down and rub my tired eyes. Truth sits heavy in my chest like dead weight. Truth I'll carry alone because she walked away. I whisper to the empty room, I never cheated. But only the walls believe me now. Silence is the only witness left on my side. And silence won't ever call her back to me. Weeks later, I finally clean out the car completely. Dig through every corner just to clear the ghosts. Find another damn hair clip wedged under the seat. My heart drops even though I know it means nothing. To her it would have been the final nail easily. I grip it tight until my palm turns red. Realize even the truth can feel like betrayal sometimes. Because truth without trust is already poisoned. I drop the clip into the trash angrily, walk away. But the weight in my chest doesn't lift at all. Love didn't die because of what I did. It died because she stopped believing me first. I sit on the curb watching cars pass like strangers. Wondering if she'll ever think twice about us. Wondering if proof would have mattered if I showed it sooner. Maybe timing killed us more than anything else. In the end, I'm left with silence and scraps. Panties, earring, hairpin, all meaningless but fatal. So tell me, would you call it coincidence? Or would you have ended it just like her?